Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you are having a great week so far. Today we are learning the fifth Perek of Shevuos. Today's shir is the Nishmas Aaron Nachman Simchat Cohen and Shem having Aliyah and Lila before Shlema for Yisrael ben Rachaleh Racha Bas Pesach Zelda Racha Yana Bas Yar Bracha Avram Yisrael ben Risha Chai Bas Babela for Shlema Besoch Shar Chalei Yisrael and as a schus Tzvi Noach ben Bracha Rachaleh. Schus follows the Derish Sefer Bracha Batzlacha and Zivik Bekara for Shmuel David ben Miriam and Tzvi ben Chana and all the other singles of Klal Yisrael. Here we go. Perek Hey of Seches Shevuos talks about Shevuos HaPikadon, which is the oath of deposit. We touched upon this by in the Bava in the Bava Kama Bava Metzia Bava Basra. I think it was Bava Metzia that if someone is given a deposit and the guy swore falsely about it, does he pay? Does he have to swear? That we discussed in Bava Metzia. That in his the debtor is cared also to any money that he owes, and that he swears falsely that he does not owe. That's a Shevuos HaPikadon. Okay. So let's get into this. Perek Hey Mishnah Aleph. Shevuos HaPikadon no heges ba'nashim over nashim. The halacha regarding an oath of deposit applies to men and women, to people who are strangers, meaning that they're not relatives, or to relatives making of the person making the claim. The people who are qualified to serve as witnesses and those who are unfit to serve as witnesses, such as thieves or any other disqualifying factor. Bifnei based in, which love Bifnei based in. So the penalty for a Shevuos HaPikadon, for an oath of deposit, applies whether the person swears in court or out of court. As long as the shvua comes from his own mouth, and he says, "I swear that I don't owe you anything," or he says, "Amen" to the oath when the claimant imposes it on him. However, if he did not make the oath himself, rather he denied an oath that was imposed upon him from the mouth of others. For example, someone said to him, "I imposed an oath upon you regarding your statement that you do not have my deposit," and he responded, "I had nothing of yours." He's not chayv to bring a korban unless he denies it in court. This is according to Meir. The Chachamim say, "Bein mifnei asma, bein mifnei acherim, bein mifi asma, bein mifi acherim." Whether the shvua comes from his own mouth or it's imposed from the mouth of others. But once he denies a claim, even out of court, chayiv, he is chayiv to bring a korban. He is chayiv to bring a korban for intentionally violating the Isser of making a false oath. That he knew it was a lie, and he knew the penalty he was going to get for it. And also for unintentionally violating the Isser and making a false oath while denying the deposit intentionally. Meaning that he knew he was swearing falsely, but he didn't know that this would obligate him to bring a korban. But he's not chayav to bring a korban for a completely unintentional violation of the Isser to make a false oath. In the case where he swore because he mistakenly believed that he did not have or owe anything to the person making the claim, and later he remembered that he did have or owe something, that he's not chayav. What is the chiv of a person who intentionally violates the Isser, making a false oath of deposit? Shevuos HaPikadon. Asham bekesef shkalim. He must bring an asham, a carbon asham, a guilt offering that goes for at least 2 silver shekels. Mishnah Beis. Shevuos HaPikadon Ketzad. What is the case of an oath of deposit, for which a person has to bring a carbon for swearing falsely? Amrulo, if someone says to him, Tainli pikdoni sheyesh li biyadecha, give me the deposit that I have by you. I deposit it to you, give it back to me. Shevuos she'ein lecha biyadi. The person answers, I swear that you have nothing by me. Or he simply says to him without swearing, you have nothing by me. And the claimant then says to him, I impose an oath upon you that what you just said is true. Amen. And the person answers, Amen. So in either of these cases, if he later admits that he lied and swore falsely, he is chayav to bring a carbon asham as a kapara for his false shua. His biya alav chamish pamim, if the claimant imposed an oath on him 5 times, bam b'fnei beis din, ben shelo b'fnei beis din, whether he did this in court or not in court, v'chapar, and he denied the claim each time and swore falsely, chayav al kalachas liachas, he is chayav to bring a separate carbon for each and every shua. Rabbi Shimon said, Ma ta'am, what's the reason for this? Since the court dismissed the claim after the first false shua, why the others matter for? It's because after each shua, he could have gone back and admitted that he lied, and the court would have made him pay. So each denial is therefore meaningful, and he's chayav for each one. Moving right along, Mishnah Gimel. 5 people were claiming their deposits from him. They said to him, give us the deposit that we each have by you. And he said to all of them at once, I swear you do not have a deposit by me. He is only chayav to bring 1 carbon since he only made 1 shua. But if he says, I swear that you, Reuven, do not have a deposit with me, nor do you, Shimon, nor do you, Levi, and so on for all 5 of them, chayav al kalachas v'yachas, he is chayav to bring 5 different karbanos, 1 for each and every one of them, and since he's considered to have made 5 different shuas. Lezer says, he is not chayav to bring more than 1 korban unless he says, I swear, at the end of his denial. If he says it only at the beginning, it is considered a single oath in regard to 5 people, even though he mentioned each one of them separately. Rabbi Shimon holds, Rabbi Shimon says, he is not chayiv each and every denial unless he says, I swear, to each and every claim separately. The son says to him, give me the deposit, the loan, the stolen object, and the lost object that I have by you. And he answers, I swear that you do not have anything by me. He is chayav to bring only 1 carbon, because all the items mentioned are considered details of 1 shua. But if he says, I swear that you do not have a deposit, a loan, a stolen object, or a lost object by me, he is chayav to bring a separate carbon for each and every claim that he denied. If someone says to him, "Give me the wheat, the barley, and spelt that I have by you," and he answers that I swear you have nothing by me, and he is chayiv to bring only one korban. What if he says, I swear that you have no wheat, barley, or spelt by me? He is chayiv to bring a korban chatas, a separate korban for each and every type of grain. Rabbi Meir says, Avila Amar Chita Usaova Kusemes. Even if the claimant said, "Give me the wheat, the barley, and the spelt that I have by you," instead of saying wheat kernels, is chayv to bring a separate korban for each and every type of grain. Right. Okay. Now there are two types of payments when it comes to personal money claims. One is mammon, which is compensation or reimbursement. Paying the money that you borrowed or stole, or the amount that you damaged, you have to give that back. And the second one is a knas, it's a penalty. You did something wrong, and therefore there's a penalty for doing